Still need someone? I've never done it before, so
I'm sorry. Is that
good
a Clemson Tiger Paw?
Oh yeah. That would sound good. Okay, cool. Heck yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with GEC NASCAR. We're out here at Michigan tonight for our second race in the playoffs in the Cup Series. These guys are going to come out here and put on another show for us. And I tell you, Michigan is one of my favorite tracks to be at. I actually won Michigan last year, and I am super excited to see what these guys got to show. We got Gallman and Swanson up in the booth with us tonight. Gallman and Swanson, how we doing?
Doing great. Got my belly full of baked ziti. I'm ready to roll.
Oh man, that sounds good. Yeah, man, excited to be here. Second race of the playoffs. Lots of great drivers out there. We got a smaller field tonight, so we're going to see a lot more green flag racing. I say that with my fingers crossed and my other hand knocking on wood, of course. But I'm hoping for some clean racing out here. A nice one for the second race. Knowing that we still got 3 more to go after this, I'm hoping drivers aren't uber aggressive, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good time out here in Michigan. It's sort of similar to I don't want to say a super speedway, but it's definitely pretty long. It's one of the longer tracks. There's a lot of lanes that these guys are going to be able to run, so you're going to see them running pretty close and tight together. It's going to be super interesting. I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off. What you got going?
No, you're good, buddy. I think the one thing I'm going to be looking out for what you had just mentioned, the multiple lanes, tire temperature is one thing to consider in your tire wear, obviously, and choosing different lanes, less used lanes, you can use that to cool off those tires. So you can move up and down. I'm anxious to see what everyone uses tonight as the race goes.
So as we come out here tonight, this is the second race in the playoffs. We don't have that many races to go out here in GEC GEC NPC Cup Series. We only have 2 races after this, and we're going to go ahead and crown a champion after that. So who do you guys, you've been watching all season and you know who's out here. Who do you guys think you're really going to have the shot for that crown this season?
Oh man, that's a tough call. I mean, you've got a guy like Wesley Lynch that had a rough, unfortunate injury until last week. I don't know mathematically where he stands, but I know just from talking to him, he does have a fire under him right now. So he's very hyper focused. I'd like to see him really come on strong these last few races. But you got guys like Harrison Whitehead that is on up there in the points as well. A lot of talented drivers. It's really hard to choose.
No, you're not wrong. There is so much talent. And not only that, we had recent talent just come into the spread that's not even in the running for the championship, so they're going to mix it up as well. It's going to be an insane race even just tonight, but there is going to be a lot of pressure for those guys that are in the bottom parts of the playoffs trying to get up there so they can actually have a shot at the championship.
Oh, absolutely. And so far we've seen some pretty hard racing out there. I mean, we did have a small unfortunate incident there at the end of the last race, but up until that point, it's really just been some clean, hard racing. And we've seen couple big gaps formed here and there, but otherwise a lot of people really fighting for those extra points, especially at the stages. It's amazing to see.
Something that really stands out to me as this season has gone forward with the Cup Series as well as the Truck Series, is how clean by and large everything has been. It has been absolutely really awesome to see the green flag racing that we've been able to enjoy.
We've only had, what, one really bad race, if I remember correctly, and that was race 4, if anything. So I can say I'm fairly happy with the way the season's going so far. I don't have too many races left, but enough racing out there where anything can happen. So I'm still excited to see what the rest of the series has.
Yeah, they're going to start to qualify here soon. We're going to pull up a couple drivers here in a moment to give some interviews and see what they're feeling about tonight. Hopefully we can get some clarity on what kind of pressure these drivers are under. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull the drivers that we just talked about. So that's going to be Lynch. We'll go ahead and pull him up first. So we got a connection with the 33 of Lynch, Jamie Gallman, and Swanson up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Hey, man. So, going to be a hell of a race out there tonight. Michigan is always a challenge for a lot of people because of the wear off on the tires towards the big end of the runs, the close racing, the diving deep into the turns. Plus, this is the second race of the playoffs. There's only 2 races left before we crown a champion. What kind of pressure is that going to be out on the track tonight to try to get the win or as many points as possible? And what is the future going to look like after tonight?
We'll have to kind of just go back towards last week with kind of the same strategy. I would think just kind of, it's a long race, sit back, try to get comfortable, try to make it through some green flag pit stops, just try to be there at the end. Hopefully not be caused up in some ruckus or something to jeopardize some extra points right here at the end of the race. Try to get as much as I can. So we'll see how it pans out.
Well, Lynch, as always, it is a pleasure to always have you in the race and watch what you can do out there, man. I'll tell you, definitely one of the most consistent drivers on the track, and we always appreciate you out there, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Numbers.
I have that problem too. I had to bring down my UI. I scaled it down 1 extra click.
No, like my number on my car is massive.
Oh.
Well, apparently I moved myself. Alright, well, we won't make that mistake again. We're going to go ahead and get you out of here, man. Thanks again.
Yeah, man. See ya.
Well, that was interesting, but, it happens. So, guys, I do apologize. I accidentally, instead of moving him, I moved myself into the wrong channel. But apparently we got a little creeper in here. We got the number 7
he's
of...
gone now.
No, the number 7 of Eric White is in here.
Yes.
How are we doing tonight, sir?
in watching the race on my TV.
Really? Well, we always appreciate the help, man. Thanks for coming out. Hopefully, we see you on the track really soon. We did talk about that.
Yeah.
Seeing a couple of the original guys coming back. Clue, we've seen a return from him just recently into the truck series. Mason Mason Arujo is actually thinking about coming back out onto the track. Even Swanson went out there and ran a few laps. So I'm super excited what the future holds for next season, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping by next season I'm ready to go.
Well, we're going to go ahead and pull up another driver, but what we're going to do first is we're going to do Who's Your Pick. All right, Swanson, who's your pick tonight, buddy?
Ooh, let me look down the list of drivers tonight because I know we are missing a couple amazing drivers. I'm gonna actually put my money on. I'm gonna put my money on Cochran.
Cochran?
No.
The 86?
The 86 car. We saw something unprecedented last week with Cochran sitting in the front 5 for it felt like a good portion of the race, which is not like him. We usually see him come from the back, so a different strategy being taken by Cochran so far in the first race of this playoffs. We'll see if that carries into race 2. Now that he has that team orientation going with the 23 car, who is also in the playoffs and definitely up there with potential for taking home the championship. So interesting to see their strategy. I know Coonan's going to put in a good race, and he would probably be my second pick here, but yeah, I'm going to go with the 86.
That is not a bad pick whatsoever. I really think the 86 definitely has a great chance of coming out and taking a win. He's fought really hard to be in the playoffs. He did get it by a win, and it's not unusual for him to be up front towards the end of the race. You are correct. So I do look forward to seeing what happens with him. All right, we'll go ahead and Gallman, obviously Lynch, you talked about earlier. Is that who your pick's going to be?
It's going to be a little biased, but yes, I've seen his focus the last few weeks. He's on a different level of focus and understanding, and right now his back's against the wall with the playoffs, and hopefully he can make some ground here with some stage points and hopefully get a win. But yeah, he'll be my pick.
Well, as Lynch comes out week by week, man, I'll tell you, fierce competition. He's a hard driver to get by. I'll tell you that. Being out on the track with him personally, I've seen a lot of aggression, and he is a clean driver. So not only does he race aggressively, he races very clean. So one of the best drivers I've had the chance to race door to door with. So absolutely looking forward to seeing what he has to do tonight as well. So tonight, I am actually, and I forgot to switch to Lynch while you were talking to him, but I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put my money on Klaus tonight, the number 41. I think he is due for it. May not be a playoff driver, but we can't always play playoff drivers, right? It may not be a playoff driver that wins this race. So I'm super interested to see what he can do. He's been out here almost all season, and I think he has what it takes to take a win home tonight.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to highlight is, Wesley Lynch and Michael Menchaca have a very special relationship on the track. If they link up tonight and get that draft going and keep each other on the same pit cycle and all that good stuff, that could very well help propel Lynch into that win. That's something I'm going to be watching tonight.
Well, and as I'm looking at the standings, Raymond Hanneman is in the lead right now with 1,056 points. Harrison Whitehead is now moved into that second spot, overtaking Coonan due to some penalty that had happened. He is now at 1,048. Coonan is now 1,045. We have Shane Cochran running up the fourth spot for the playoffs right now, 1,041, with a tie of Logan Wilson as well as 1,041. Barr has now moved up a spot, and he is now 1036, tied with Wesley Lynch in that 6th spot for 1036. Caleb Ellswick is following up in that 8th spot. He's got the 1033. Dustin Haynes, 1025 in that 9th spot, and Curtis is going to be in that 10th spot with 1025. Curtis Sharon. So
Yeah, I noticed that you didn't ask me who I thought was going to win.
no, I absolutely was going to, but I just assumed that you were so enamored by the stream that you didn't want to talk.
No, I'm just going to, throw my hat in for my boy.
Well, okay. Who is, and again, there's a lot of drivers you don't know out here on the track, but who's going to be your pick tonight, Aaron?
I hope Barrow takes it.
Well, unfortunately, Barrow is not in the race at the moment.
It shows him on the thing.
Is it? Does it?
Yeah, it
Is he
shows
in?
him on the pit stops.
He texted me a few minutes. Oh, he is in.
There you
Oh,
go.
he texted me like 10 minutes ago and said his internet went out. So, hey, I hope Barrow does take it home for NPC. NPC needs that win. He needs that win. I would be super happy if Barrow was able to take it home tonight. And he almost did take it last time.
I definitely wouldn't be disappointed. He is an awesome person to talk to and run around the track with. I wouldn't be disappointed. He's a good dude.
Yeah, and again, coming as a 2-time champion himself, I believe he has 6 or 8 wins under his belt. This is an unusual season for him. This is the first season where he has not taken home a win, and I'm really interested to see his determination to change that tonight. He is a very good Michigan racer. I raced last season with him. I did take home the win because of some unfortunate contact that happened at the end of the race. But he was right up there, right in front of me, so easily could take it. Well, and that's what we're going to do, boys. We are going to go ahead and pull Barrow up. Where is he? I see him. So we got a link with the number 4 of Barrow up in the booth. We got Jamie, Eric, White, Gallman, and Austin. You got a copy?
I do. Can you give me just a second? Let me qualify real quick.
Go for it.
I can't hear you that much. I got the engine going.
Well, while he's out there qualifying for his lap, these guys are starting to shake out their first set of laps. I'll go ahead and move him by himself, and we'll pull them guys up in a second. I hope I didn't mess him up for that. That would suck. He sounded a little busy. What do you guys think?
That's that focus right there.
Yeah, he pretends like he's focused.
So also anybody that is watching tonight, just let us know if we have any stream issues. I have changed up some settings to see if we can get a little bit of a better stream quality. So just let me know if anything happens. Like I said, we are shaking out right now. The first laps are starting to come down the pipeline. We got Hanneman taking the first spot at the moment with Fontaine right behind him. Boone now taking up that second spot, bumping Fontaine down to third. Klaus Brahm, 4th spot. Robert McMillan in that 5th spot, now bumped down to 6th with Chris Campbell taking the top and Fontaine again reversing it. So these guys are just bouncing back and forth on times, man. It does look like they are running pretty consistent, very close times to each other. The top, I would say the top 5 people right now up in the list are all within 0.1 of each other. And going down to, I would say, yeah, all the way down to 8th place, it looks like they're only 0.2 within each other. So
Coonan,
this is going to be a good race.
Time, and Coonan took second. Curious to see how Hanneman does.
991. Wow.
These guys are going to be gridding up here soon.
Oh wow, 0.041, 0.045, just off by 0.004. Oh, those two.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's
close.
super close. There's hella competition out there on that track right now, bro.
Yeah. Well, when I come back, I won't be doing the Cup Series. I'll be doing the Truck Series.
That's perfectly fine. There is more competition down there than you need. Them guys
that's
are
all right.
fast, bro.
Obviously, I'm going to take a week to get reaccustomed to everything. It's been a while.
Nah, I think you'll do great. Also, you guys, if there is any quality issues that you notice in the stream, just let me know and we'll go ahead and get it taken care of.
Looks a little grainy.
Does it?
Yeah,
think it's just your eyes.
on the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Maybe. You guys still there?
Yo.
Oh, okay. Well, it just got super quiet.
Looks like they just finished qualifying, I believe.
You are correct. They are about to be gridding up here soon. We got an eye on the pace car. As soon as these guys hit the track, we're going to go ahead and we are going to go to our national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, we thank you so much for coming out, tuning in to GEC NASCAR, and we appreciate every second of these drivers. So thank you all. Here's your national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alrighty, we are back. Thank you so much, and we will get to green flag here in a moment. Looks like we have shaken out. It's going to be Bryce Fontaine up front. Thomas Coonan is going to be in that second spot. Raymond Hanneman is going to take up the second spot. Robert McMillan in that third spot. Oh, it looks, no, sorry, Robert McMillan in that third spot. Raymond Hanneman in the fourth spot. Logan Wilson in the fifth spot. And it looks like Jay Marion is going to be right behind him. We're about to go green flag, guys. This is going to be an awesome race. I am super excited. Michigan is always fun. Oh, we got Barrow out in the grass. As he gets back in line, they saved that nicely. Here we go. Pace car off, green flag out. Fontaine with a little bit of a jump, but 23 isn't going to have it. He's right on the outside. Raymond Hanneman drops down low in that small little gap that was there. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They are 3 wide.
Yeah, I'm no stranger to those Fontaine jumps. He does those very well when he came to race the was it the All-Star race?
Yeah.
He really absolutely killed it.
Well, it looked like Robert McMillan got a little bit sideways out there, went through the track, but everybody was able to save it.
Look at that bright green monster coming, Harrison coming in strong, trying to make it to those top 3.
He definitely has the skill to be able to get up there week by week. We've always seen him up on the front side of this, and he could honestly even take it home tonight.
For sure, I've noticed running with him, he's really strong in the long run, so this may play out in his favor.
As they continue to go 3 wide around the track, it will start to settle out here after a few laps. These guys will start to separate quite a bit, and you'll start to see a little bit more skill come into play. Almost 3 wide for the lead there. Second place, Hanneman getting the jump a little bit on the 23 with Harrison Whitehead right behind him, his teammate pushing him. He's going to take that high side, see if he can get a run on Bryce Fontaine. Harrison jumps down in front of Coonan. Harrison's going to lose a little bit of speed on that corner, but not much. He's still right behind our leader of Bryce Fontaine. Looks like they're almost 3 wide, almost 4 wide.
Whoa.
For second
3
place.
wide. One thing I'm looking forward to seeing play out is the people, the drivers that are running that low line consistently, and how that plays on their right front in experience. Running that low line in these tracks, it absolutely kills them in the long run. And that's
And as you just seen, Harrison ran that white line for a couple times, and he dropped back almost 3 positions.
Lynch is right up there, making his name known.
Fontaine falling back. Fontaine falling back a little bit. 23 on the outside. 85 is going to now take the lead. They're side by side. 3 wide for the first place. Look at that. That is insane.
The level of skill that it takes to do that and keep it straight and side by side.
Look at these guys. 2 wide, 3 wide, 2 deep for first and second. They're almost 3 wide for third place. That is just crazy to see. I mean, this is the kind of racing that we are all looking for. And they're still 3 wide. About to be 3 wide for third right now. Oh my God.
This is awesome.
You don't get to see right. 4 wide, 3 wide, 4 deep. Looks like the front lines have broken up a little bit. We're going to start to break out of that 3 wide. That was an amazing sight to see here in Michigan. Still a few of them are 3 wide. 3 wide for third and fourth place right at the moment. Almost 3 wide for fifth place. Crazy amount of talent out on the track right now. They're getting pretty close to Coonan right there. Coonan in the number 12. Hitting into each other a little bit. Sliding by doors. Coonan's dropping back a little. 85 still up front. 33 behind him. Fontaine now dropped back, and now we have Chris Campbell in third. said, this is all going to be really close racing for quite a few laps, and we have seen the best of it. They're still going 3 wide back there. As that
23's looking to make that pass there.
Yeah, Coonan doesn't look like he's out there to play around. Right door to door by Lynch, sitting there. Oh, we got a little bumping right back there, going for 4th place. 52 and the 12 back there, bumping doors a little bit. Race Fontaine just getting dropped back. I'm hoping he's able to recover from that, but there again, 3 wide, going for that 4th place. Almost 4 wide. 4 wide, right? Oh, there it is.
On the wall.
So that's going to look like that's going to involve Wilson. That's going to involve a few drivers. Oh, I hope Barrow wasn't tied up into that. It looked like he might have been. Maybe not. Maybe that's his car right there. We're going to go ahead and go back and take a look at what happened there. Hold on. It looks like the 52 came out, touched the 76.
It looks like he bounced off the wall and it caused him to come down a little bit and hit that.
Barrow, yes,
right
was
way.
involved, but he didn't look like he got too much damage out of that. Cochran, let's see it from Cochran's view. Cochran was from behind back over here. Barrow trying to get away from it, just can't. Collected 2 other vehicles. Shane Cochran and the number 11 both got collected, and now 32 got collected afterwards of Menchaca, and Marian had to jump to the pits. That was a really bad crash, ladies and gentlemen. As we see drivers come down into the pits after that, I'm hoping everybody's going to be okay. Hopefully not a lot of them have to use that fast repair that you get, but I'm sure a few of them are going to have to. Marian having to jump to the pits early, that's no good for him, but he will be able to get that lap back if he does go a lap down by the time that stage caution comes out. But again, we're not sure what we're going to see.
Yeah, hopefully some of the guys that got some damage, they don't have to use that fast repair, and if it's minor, they can kind of piece it together as the race goes. Hopefully the damage isn't too bad.
Well, I'm sure a lot of those guys are going to opt to repair the damage rather than use that fast repair, even if they did have damage. So you could see a little bit of longer pit times like we're seeing now. These guys still haven't come out of the pits. We got, I believe, Barrow, Chris Campbell, Cochran, Ellswick, and Marian still in the... And Barrow just came out of the pits, so his damage couldn't have been that bad. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if he's got any... He does still have some damage on that front end. Let's go ahead and take a different look. Oh yeah, he's going to have a little bit of damage up there. He's going to want to get that fixed, but I'm sure he's going to use those cautions to his advantage.
As they say, cautions breed cautions. These guys are racing hard. You know, there's no telling what could happen at this point. Now you have heat in the tires. Let's see. It's going to be fun to watch on this restart.
Well, and we're also about to figure out who changed tires and who didn't, right? So I'm really interested to see that part of it. Barrow coming back down to the pits to do his optional repairs. He's a smart guy, just trying to get it repaired immediately. Rather than getting it repaired immediately, he's opting in to take the longer repairs to keep that fast repair in his pocket. As we get back out, double file.
Ray's taking the high line on this restart.
Was it Ray that came out first? Lynch gained 11 spots so far. He's the biggest gains that we have so far. Marion looks like he may still be in the pitch. Cochran, Ellswick, maybe. Looks like they're going to be coming out now, I'm hoping. Yep, Ellswick's coming out now. Cochran already out. Marion is going to be out back out on the track. He is going to be, unfortunately, a lap down. Maybe a couple laps down because of that toe. But he is back out on the track, and he's going to be able to get those laps back.
For sure, I'm no stranger to the being the 2 laps down and coming back as we did in the trucks at Daytona. You're not always, you're never out of it this early. It's just going to be interesting once we get the laps back out.
Green flag, green flag. 85 is out there. He's going to be taking the jump on everybody else. He did not really get a great start right there. It looked like Brace Fontaine actually had to bump him a little bit, holding up that outside line, but Lynch did not take advantage of it. He actually looks like he didn't get a great start either.
Yeah, one thing about when the leader takes that high line, just going back to Bristol when Fontaine did that on that last caution, and I ended up having to take the lower line. It didn't just mess with it; it messed up a rhythm for me, and maybe that's something that happened here when that restart happened.
Well, we can't always get a perfect restart. I'm very known for like getting great ones and then maybe not so great ones. So I can see it happening quite often out there, and especially being up in the booth, you get to see a little bit of an elevated view of what's going on, and you can really see any kind of slowdown from the air.
Yes, it's definitely a different point of view from my perspective for sure. It's good to see.
As we have a lot of drivers now going single file, not the same type of racing we seen a minute ago. It looks like people are starting to calm down a little bit. I'm sure anybody involved in that, it's going to be a little bit uneasy, so they're going to be taking it slow.
Settle in for the long run. Now they've got the wreck out, the first wreck out of the way. Now you can say, whoa, let's take a step back. But it looks like people are starting to try and make moves here.
Oh, and we got another car right out the outside like that. That is going to be McMillan jumping down below the line, getting shot out. Not sure what happened there. Maybe he got loose. And we got Brace Fontaine now leading this race. Oh, tried to slide up on Hanneman, but Hanneman wasn't having it. He goes up into the wall. Let's see if we can take a look at that real quick. Oh, and he just didn't have the room he thought he had. That is so unfortunate. Very extremely talented driver out there. Just honest mistake and tried to block too late, but got up into the wall. I don't know how that's going to feed in. I don't know how much damage he actually got from that. There just was no room up there.
Just by the hair of the nose. Fontaine, I think he'll be able to recover. He's really talented, no doubt. Hopefully he can. It didn't slow him down too much as far as damage is concerned, and he can stay on the lead lap, get the damage repaired, and keep it moving.
I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he's opting to pit, so the damage can't be that bad. I think he's going to opt in to stay out until the caution comes out. As we get back in front, we have McCabe now in the lead. 35 up front in front of Hanneman. Hanneman side by side with the 35. Lynch right behind Hanneman. Jay Barr outside with McCabe at the moment. These guys are starting to just single file. It looks like they're taking it pretty easy. Oh, and as I say that, Really exciting race, to be honest. These guys are doing a great job. That beginning of that race was absolutely heartbreaking. We weren't even into it yet.
Absolutely. You know, with this is playoff racing. This is what you come to expect, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed at all as the race goes. And I'm sure the audience is going to absolutely love it. If they aren't already, I don't know of anyone. If they don't love this, then I don't know what they're watching.
In all honesty, I agree 100%. This is one of the most exciting beginning of the races I've seen all season.
See Lynch there, not afraid to get the nose to the bumper to apply that pressure on Hannon there for the lead. Sometimes you try to do that and force a mistake, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When you have talented drivers like this, rarely does it work, but you might get away with it sometimes.
See the old teammate there taking that low line, trying to get a few spots there.
Morrow is going to come out here and he's going to put it together. He is sick of being, I tell you, he's been collected in almost every caution, and has not been his fault of any driver in the entire league. It sucks. I hate to see that for him because I know how talented of a driver he is. I know he can race up front with these guys, and he just gets disappointed every single week, gets collected in somebody else's mistake, and I feel terrible for him. I'm really looking forward to seeing him. Because like I said, he was an extremely talented driver the last time we came out here, keeping up with the likes of Hanneman, Ellswick, myself, and I'll tell you, he's got it in him. And as they go,
well, it may not look like much. It may not look like much with the second line starting to form there on the bottom. But I've been watching the times, and they're actually starting to cut time down on the lead.
4 wide right there for 5th place, and he goes around the 33 of Lynch, and it looks like Harrison.
Oh God, Joe got collected in it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Oh no.
He's dropping back real fast now.
Nope. Joe's holding it.
Nope. No, hold on. Watch to the end. And right there where he goes sideways, he gets collected. Boom.
Yeah, but he didn't take too much damage, dude. I think he'll be all right. But let's go back and watch the original crash. Hold on. Let's start that one more time. Let's go back a little.
He definitely got the 2-piece no biscuit.
It looks like possibly the 84 kind of got hooked there. I don't know if it was. I mean, there were 4 wide. There was not much room for the 84 at all there.
Yeah, they were 4 wide, 4, 3, 94, and 84. Let's go ahead and see if we can slow that down a little. Looks like the 3 came up a little bit. It looks like 3 came back down and touched Joe.
Now the sad thing is do you know if Joe used his?
84.
Do you know if Joe used that fast repair? Because it kind of looked like he went back into the pits a second time.
He did not use the fast repair, and I bet money he's not going to use it now either.
Okay.
And that's going to be our second caution of the night. 25 laps in, 120 laps altogether. We still got 95 laps to go, guys. What are your expectations for tonight? I know cautions and cautions, but
well, I see Hanneman, Lynch, and McCabe running up there up front. They're kind of staying away from all the damage that's being caused by people trying to move positions. I mean, it's still early in the race. I feel like these guys are trying to rush it a little too much right now. I would start worrying about position once we reach around 80 laps in, but you see a lot of these guys trying to push just a little too hard and might, get into the door of somebody, not on purpose, but, I've ran this track with you guys, and I know that,
Sounds like
after
somebody
you
taught
get
you well.
so many laps down, you gotta kind of bide your time a little bit, and then try and stay away from the silly mistakes. Hey, what do you mean somebody taught me well? I remember shutting a door on somebody and somebody being super upset, but I had the room.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll see how much room you have next season.
Yeah.
One thing I want to highlight, that 85, he's putting on a show right now. Him and 33 are consistent 1-2, and it looks like they're just on rails, along with the two behind them. There's definitely a separation, somewhat.
Yeah, I mean,
Hold
I
on.
knew
We
Hannah
gotta-
was a tough racer.
We have a link with the 84 right now of Harrison Whitehead involved in that last crash. Just run us quick what happened out there, man.
Yeah, we were 4 wide going down the front stretch. I don't know, I think Barr didn't realize he had a little bit of room down there and just came up, and I think got into my left rear right as I was about to clear him. Just hard racing out here. I mean, it's insane right now. We're 4 wide, 2 rows back. Like it's nuts.
In the beginning of the race, you guys had an exciting start. You were 3 wide, 3 deep, almost 4 deep, and I'll tell you, that was some exciting racing from the booth. You guys were doing a great job out there. Are you all good? You good to go back? Get out on the track?
I got 2 minutes of damage left. I'm gonna save the fast repair because the way this race is going, I know I'm gonna need it later. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to that in my back pocket and try to repair here at the stage caution.
All right, well, get out there, man. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
All right, sorry about that, Eric. I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. I had to drag him up before the caution ended. But right there, you heard it yourselves live. Just 4 wide, hard racing, and racing incident came out of it.
Ray's taking the high line again on the restart.
Well, the pace car just came off. We're about to get to the Geico restart zone right now. Raymond Hanneman on the inside, Lynch on the outside.
What a jump.
Flip it. Oh, that was a heck of a jump. Almost 2 car lengths on them. 23 Akunin up front now. And here we are, 4 wide in the back again. 3 wide,
I'm anxious
2
to
deep.
see if there's ever going to be a slide job coming. This is a track to do it.
Well, and as we already seen, you got to be careful. Bryce Fontaine tried that just a mere few laps ago and wound up getting collected now. So I'm hoping they're making smart decisions, but these guys look like they know what they're doing, so we'll let them get to it. It looks like, McMillan down into a car just a second ago. He got into Dustin Haynes a little bit. Trying to take that second spot from Lynch, getting up behind our leader, Hanneman, right at the moment. As these drivers, some of them, their times have now decreased because maybe possibly some damage that they're not trying to use the fast repair for. They're going to try to use that chance to use this first stage caution. Austin, real quick, what's that first stage again?
That first stage is coming up at 35.
Stage at 35, ladies and gentlemen. So we are getting close to that point. These guys got 6 laps to go, and we're going to go ahead and see a stage.
Huge playoff implications.
Yeah, stage points have never been more important for these guys right now. They were just 4 wide a second ago, racing for that 7th spot. 2 wide for the 2nd spot. Kuhn and Lynch side by side.
We're getting real wide out there.
Looked like like Wilson and McCabe were side by side there for a second. 3 wide.
Man.
Wilson out there not playing no games, pushing it 3 wide again down on that bottom side. 3 wide, 2 deep in the back right there.
What a good jump Hanneman has on the rest of the pack right now, though.
Yeah, but he is losing that
Looks like
speed. They're right on top of him now.
And don't blink when Chaka's up to 8. He's made some big moves from that incident earlier.
Fontaine now back up front again, next to Hanneman. Hopefully he doesn't have to recreate the incident that just happened and get enough speed to be able to get around it.
Talk about resiliency. Fontaine after that accident. And moving up through the field like he has and getting ready to take. He looks like he may have got that lap there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they gave it to him. That just goes to show the drive for these guys out here right now to try to push and win.
It's not only difficult to make it through the field, but it's somewhat scary to try and make it through the field when Fontaine's showing the skill.
So we got an 84. 84 is really dropping back from the pack.
Harrison probably has a little bit of damage still left from that last incident. 80. He did say he had 2 minutes of damage on that vehicle. That is going to drop him back pretty good.
Trying to make it through stage.
Going for that 5th spot. 2nd is still side by side. Hanneman and Coonan racing side by side to try to get that spot back.
It does appear that 84 Whitehead there will be able to make the spot.
Well, as there's been a little bit of heated discussion between the 23 and some of the drivers over there in street limit, it looks like they are racing each other pretty clean, and I am hoping that stays that way all night. They're doing a great job right now.
Look at the move that Hanneman, he's putting pressure on Coonan pretty tough there coming out of 4th.
I don't know, I might have seen that a little bit differently. It looked to me like he pushed him down there a little bit.
I'm sorry, that was Fontaine putting the pressure on him. I've got it on blimp view, so.
No, Fontaine's all the way up front. You're right. It was Coonan.
Yep.
But as Coonan drops back, Hanneman's going to be able to take it. Lynch passes Coonan as well. Wilson now in that 3rd spot, racing 3 wide.
Should be the stage here when they come across again.
As it is, stage caution is going to be out. Our stage winners is going to be Bryce Fontaine in the number 12 in that 1st spot. Barr in the 94 in that 2nd spot. Logan Wilson now in that 76 in that 3rd spot. Lynch in 4th. Coonan in 5th. Those are our drivers that will get their points, and if they're not playoff drivers, or no, they'll all still get points. We're going to go ahead and bring up Bryce Fontaine if we can find him. So we got a link with the number 12 up in the booth, Jamie, Eric, Gallman, and Austin. You got a coffee?
Yes, sir.
So, obviously we've seen the devastating wall incident a few laps ago. Just not enough room up there. You got that damage. You went in, came back out, wound up taking the stage. What is going on?
I guess I just had to make it more exciting for myself than I should have. No, me and Ray were talking, and we have a game plan for tonight, and my spotter said clear, and it was an aggressive move, and I wasn't as clear as I thought I was, based off what my spotter told me, but just kind of got me at a weird angle coming off of 4 and had that hard impact on the wall. And got a break there with that caution coming out. Yeah, I mean, fresh tires here and driving aggressive. I mean, you know, nothing to lose here for me, so I can be a little bit aggressive. Of course, the last thing I want to do is mess up some of these playoff guys. But yeah, man, Michigan's a fun track. I love racing here, so that always makes it easier. And got some speed tonight, that's for sure.
Well, and obviously you're a force to be reckoned with the last few races, even the All-Star. I believe you won the All-Star race as well. Just coming out here and just dominating some of these races with an incident like that, unexpected. But again, it is racing. You guys are racing for the win, and there is a little bit of glory to be had tonight. Did Hanneman take any damage from that?
Nope, I believe his nose is clean, so good. I would have really hated if I would have took him out, especially with where he's at in the playoffs and, you know, being teammates as well. So luckily his nose is clean, but honestly, man, it was a matter of time before something like that happened with how hard we're racing out here tonight. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see it up there in the booth. I'm hearing 3 and 4 white calls being made on track. So again, surprised it took that long. I know everybody's racing hard, and Michigan is a hard track on the fact that you can't really run away too much without a clear advantage with how strong the draft is here. So I'm sure the intensity is going to continue to pick up as the laps go on, and hopefully we'll be there at the end.
Well, we look forward to it. Congratulations on your last win as well. Thank you so much for coming up into the booth and letting us know what happened, man.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. All right, I want one more driver up here. We got a link with the number 4, Jamie and the guys up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
I'm gonna let Eric take this interview over. Eric, take it over.
The disappointment. The disappointment, sir. What is going on? I'm watching it. I'm sitting here watching the stream. You know, you are the racer I chose to win this one, so really hope you don't let me down. I want to see you at least up in the top 5. I mean, if you don't win it, I want to see you up there in the top 5. But you know, I'm trying. I know. I see you got collected in a couple of those accidents pretty early on, and I was just telling Jamie. I said, you know, I think Joe just got collected in that second one too. So we're kind of hoping you didn't have to use your fast repair. You still good there?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Well, and like I told him, most unfortunate season for you this season. You've been the driver that's been collected in the most accidents. But we're gonna go ahead and get you back down to your station. Good luck out there, Barrow. We're rooting for you.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Alrighty, we're about to go back green flag, ladies and gentlemen. The caution lights are off that pace car. It's about to go back into the pits and let these guys rip and roar around Michigan some more. Hopefully we can get this green flag racing out here.
Barrow might have some sort of issue going on for some reason, showing him down a lap.
Looks like that pit stop really shook things up.
Well, he can still get it back.
Right.
He's still got a chance to get that lucky dog.
Yeah, he does. Let's just hope he doesn't get collected in anymore.
Oh man, I would feel so terrible. All right, pace car is off. We're about to go green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go back at Michigan to the Geico restart zone. Klaus up front, my pick. Let's go. Brom, baby, with the restart. Doesn't get the restart he really wants. Side by side out there with Michael Boone. Fontaine up behind him now. Fontaine's going to be looking to take that first spot back from Klaus. Klaus went a little bit high on that one, but he's going to get good speed coming out of that corner right there. And he does maintain that side-by-side with the number 12.
Looks like Ray Hanneman nicked the wall coming out of 2 there.
I didn't even see it. Doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, it looked like he just glanced it.
I do see some right front damage. Let me go to the... Yeah, he definitely took a little bit of damage on that one. Unless that was from earlier. I'm hoping that didn't cause too much for him. But it looks like Klaus out there fighting for the lead. Good to see him up front. I told you guys that it's just his time to shine, man. He was going out there putting hella good times down on the practice, and I really think he's got what it takes to come out here and win.
Yeah, I like the angle he's taking coming out of the corners, get that run come off.
Oh, and Fontaine goes up front a little bit more and is able to take that first spot away. Klaus is going to try to maintain that second spot now. Let's hope he can just hang in there, or maybe even... Oh, he's diving low on Fontaine now. Here we go. 23 below Wilson. They're 3 wide with the number 3.
So we got a good run too.
Looks like that damage didn't slow the 85 down one bit. He is right there behind those guys. 52 now up behind the 23, going to be trying to push him up through. Unfortunately, the 23's teammate is back all the way in the 14th spot, Shane Cochran. Looks like 12 is going to take that spot back. The 3 is going to take that second spot, diving for the first. Not able to get there, so Haynes is going to have to relax and just follow in line.
Wow. Cameron just came flying up the field.
Well, as we've seen already, guys, Fontaine, after about 8 laps, starts to actually lose time on the cars. So they are going to be able to keep up with him. It doesn't look like he's maintaining or able to create a huge distance in front of him, so everybody still has a chance. Wilson taking that really low side right there.
We'll say with Fontaine having that lead, though, he's able to take whatever lane he feels as though it looks good. Whatever uses less tires.
Well, and being out here in Michigan and having that clean air actually isn't as beneficial as it is as following somebody. You get most of your speed off of this by drafting somebody in the stretches, and it's really whoever can get into that draft.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of cars back there trying to run together, and I just don't see them putting some real time on him right now. It's Fontaine just keeps pulling away. They might get close when on the straight stretches, but as soon as they hit a turn and come out of the turn, he's just like on a different level there, taking them turns. Coming out a lot cleaner than they are.
Millen now is trying to poke his head into the top 5 at the moment. The 68 right behind the 23. Coming down the backstretch, so 2 wide, 85, 23.
Kunin's really digging in to make that pass. Looks like he wasn't able to do it.
No, it doesn't. I think, in all honesty, he's pushing too hard. I think he's going to run up burning those tires and finish that car.
I agree with you. That low line is
down too low.
As we come into lap 47, we're not even halfway through this racing. We've already had some amazing racing. Oh, the 68 down low on the 23, coming in to take that spot. Some nice clean racing from the 68 right there. As he drops behind Kunin, he's now going to be in that 5th position. 94 going down low on him. 41, 33 on the outside.
Like Haynes is taking the lead here. Is he going to get this lap?
It looks like I'm still having problems with the stream. Austin Haynes, 85 is going to be right behind him, not giving any slack whatsoever. 68's behind the 85, trying to keep that 5th spot away from the number 4 as the number 4 starts to creep into the top 5 for the first time of the night.
This is some good racing up front. Wow. Nearly 4 wide there.
Oh, 23 down, almost gets into the number 4. 66 on the outside, 4 down low, 3 wide.
33's looking to make the move 3 wide there.
23 getting real close door to door. They're coming around McMillan into the wall a little bit. That's going to slow down that outside line. 33 on the inside down there, trying to dive low, seeing if he can take that 3rd spot away. Fontaine, like I said, dropping back a little bit. McMillan's going to be up high out of that line. They're going to be 4 wide. McMillan dropping back 3 wide, 94 in the 4.
Do we have any idea how long a fuel run they're getting?
I don't. Normally I have somebody in here to tell me that information.
I think it's in the 24 to 25 lap range.
That's what I was
thinking. But I'm like that 90% sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Oh, and we have caution out at lap 54. The 68 into the 4, no way. Hold on, let's see how bad that really was.
Oh my god. You gotta switch.
Unfortunately, that it did look like Barrow came up into the 68. It looked like he was just out of line just ever so slightly.
It looks like it was just a light tap, so it doesn't look like very much damage may have happened.
Nah, it doesn't look like it at all.
Which now Joe's not going to be able to get the lucky dog because he caused the caution.
Yeah, you're right, but there is a stage caution still coming up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't look like much for Joe at all. It doesn't look like he took any damage. I wonder if the 68 took some damage.
Quick tap.
The 68 was even able to recover as well.
Yeah, like I said, it looked like it was just a quick tap and a quick tap, and then that was it.
As we go back live, we're going to go ahead and watch these guys go into the pits. We're going to go ahead and pull one of those drivers off now that was involved in that crash.
Yeah, you go ahead and bring Jeff. We can yell at him.
We got the number 68 of McMillan up in the booth. Jamie and the boys, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, man, we seen you out there running really hard up front, man. Good job out there. Just unfortunate. Looks like the 4 might have thought you were in line with everybody else, but it looks like he came up and tapped your side a little bit and sent you both spinning. You didn't take too much damage out of that, it didn't look like.
No. Like 11 seconds, that's all.
11 seconds. Oh, love to hear it. Love to hear it. Well, and again, good job running out there, man. You're doing a great job. Just keep it calm, and I'll tell you, you could possibly be in that victory lane tonight. I can see it.
Yeah, man, she's quick tonight. I don't know. This feels pretty good.
Keep those tires on her and you'll be all right.
Yeah, man.
Good luck out there, buddy. We're excited to see you out there.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty. Hopefully that gives him a little bit of a boost to stay calm out there and take at least a top 5 for himself. As we have my guy, Klaus Brom, up front at the moment, baby. Let's go, Klaus. 66 behind him. Number 12 behind him.
Yeah, that number 12 is going to get that jump again. He's going to leave them all back there. So Fontaine, man, he's got the line tonight. So.
So it looks like, is this the first restart other than the start of the race that the leader's going to be taking the low line?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, every single time the leader's taking that high line. So let's see what happens here. I'm pretty sure Ellswick is happy about that pick. As our drivers are back.
Ellswick run too.
Grom, like you said, starting on the inside, Ellswick on the outside. Fontaine is going to be behind Klaus, and the 3 of Haynes is going to be behind the 66. This is going to be quite interesting.
Whitehead is just hanging in there.
He's Mr. Resilient. That's for sure.
I can see that for sure, without a doubt.
Looks like that pace car has now came off the track. We're about to get to the Geico restart zone. Have a green flag. Here we go. Green flag is out. 41 up front gets a little bit of a late start with the 12 behind him. He's going to go up the track in front of the 66. 66 didn't get a great start either. Part of his strategy, just doing those late starts like that. It is just jamming people up and they get confused.
It'll definitely mess with that rhythm for sure.
3 wide, 76 on the outside. Passing Bryce Fontaine, 33 now behind Bryce. 76 riding up high, going door to door, looks like almost. Nope. And the 41's still able to maintain that. But Wilson's able to get into that second spot side by side with the 66.
Looks like Fontaine's going to get shuffled back a little bit.
Being able to choose his line, Klaus is taking advantage of that and gaining some ground on everybody. He's now 0.3 in head. Let's see if he can increase that gap.
Well, you know, you see a couple cars that realize he's getting out there. They might just pack up and get a line for him and catch back up to him real fast. Oh. Looks like David Withers in second might have got loose coming out of that thing.
A little bit of contact back here. Oh,
no,
contact with 12, Bryce Fontaine, 76 of Wilson. 66 gets up into the 85 a little bit. Man, this is whew. Oh my God.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, and it looks like Campbell up in the wall. Right up in front of the 66. That's going to slow him down a little bit. They're going to be packed up behind Wilson at the moment. 9 takes advantage of that and slides on by right door to door with the 52 coming out of turn.
Looks like 85 is trying to make that pass on the outside there.
Jump back up front real quick. 23 on the outside of the 85. Klaus still gaining a gap on these guys. 33 of Lynch right behind the 85, trying to push him up behind Klaus.
You know Klaus is loving it.
Oh yeah, no, he looks like he knows what he's doing out there right now. But 33 taking the loss on that one, pushing the 85 up there, but he does fall back. 85 right on the bumper of the 41, but he's not going to be able to take advantage of it. Back up onto his bumper again. Klaus goes down low to avoid that.
What a crossover.
And he gets into his bumper, pushes him towards the wall a little bit. Klaus loses that speed.
Wow. What a move. That wall tap is going to cost Klaus some time.
We're coming up to stage here soon, I'm pretty sure. Swanson, what's our second stage?
Second stage is 70.
Joe's just got to stay clean for 5 more laps. He'll get his lucky dog, and then the race can begin.
Braum isn't going to let him put it down. He's still holding his position up there, trying to keep his speed. He's able to do so. 23 down low to 76. Wilson Campbell passing.
Looks like Whitehead must have gotten all his damage taken care of. He's actually running up to 14 now.
Yeah, it looks like Barrow got all of his damage fixed as well.
Yeah, he just needs a lucky dog to get him back in the lead lap.
He's certainly not finished yet, that's for sure. I'd love to see him get in the top 5 potentially. It's hard not to pull for a guy like that.
I remember there's a lot of good races. There's a Daytona race, our first season as teammates together. He blew his engine pushing me up past one of Jamie's old teammates. I was able to squeeze, and it's in the recruitment video. I was able to split 3 wide right at the finish line. If I had that run coming out of turn 4, and Mason wasn't trying to block me the whole time, I probably would have taken that win there.
Oh, easily. Mason wasn't having it.
It's getting interesting for the stage.
I don't think so, boy. Not today.
There's Mason now.
85, 33, and the 23 side by side. Coonan just was up in front of 33 there, now tapping doors.
Gotta be careful tapping doors when you're 3 wide. Or you might get the ugly end of that one.
Yeah, they're racing super close to each other.
Yeah, everybody knows that stage is coming.
That stage is about to be here in a second. 2 more laps. Well, a lap and a half anyway.
Who is that down on the bottom? 33. Lynch.
52 jumping up front. Next to the 23.
Yeah, coming out of the turn on that bottom line, you run that whole bottom line all the way through the turn. You lose too much speed coming out of it.
We're starting to see glimpses of Klaus coming back into the picture.
He wants to finish decent for that stage that's coming up.
23 side by side with the 85. We know that they have a little bit of heat between them. 85 is an aggressive driver when he's trying to get out there for points. 23 able to take that position with the 52 now coaching on the second.
Well, when Hanneman and him were just side by side before, I think it was Hanneman that touched him a little bit.
And as it comes out, the 23 does take that stage away. 52 in second place of Campbell, Raymond Hanneman in third place, Wesley Lynch in fourth place, and Michael Boone in fifth place. Those drivers will get points.
What a finish to that stage. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
good.
wow.
So let's see if gets his lucky dog here.
If Ford gets the lucky dog, he'll be back in the saddle again, ready to go.
I'm hoping for him. He deserves it. I'll tell you what, it'd be pretty awesome to see him get collected in 2 accidents. Neither of his doing. And still be able to place in the top 5, that'd be something to see. He does get the lucky dog.
Looks like almost everybody on the track had pitted except for Joe Barrow because he's going to go around and get that lucky dog, and he's going to go ahead and then pit after that. This will be the final stage in this race, so that means that these guys only have one solid chance to get out here and take this win tonight. This could be the most important win of the season.
Judging by the laps and everything, it looks like they're going to have to do some pit on the green for that last part. Maybe 2 times?
Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring somebody up we haven't heard from in a while. We're going to go ahead and bring up William Campbell. So we have the 52 up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. What's up?
Campbell, great to see you out front, man. Took the second position in that stage. Just came out of nowhere with a little bit of speed at that last part, man. How is it going out there for you?
It's going good, minus a stupid mistake I made for the first caution. Thought I was clear, and then whenever I came down, I got super loose whenever I saw Wilson stacked everybody up. But I really enjoy racing here. I had this race won in the last season in the trucks, and then a late caution came out, and I was the only one that came down and took tires. So it's just a good track for me.
Well, as we've seen you up in the front many, many times in the past, you definitely have quite a few wins under your belt still here at GEC, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in the rest of the playoffs. What's your hope? Is this race your hope, or is it the next couple races? What's your track out here in the playoffs?
Probably this one in Atlanta. Honestly, I'm just looking for a win. I didn't make the playoffs this year for the first time since racing with y'all, and hadn't got a win yet this year. So hopefully we can win this one. If not, I'm not too great at New Hampshire, but hopefully at Atlanta.
Well, we always look forward to seeing you in victory lane, Campbell. Thank you so much for coming up and talking to us during the caution. Caution lights are off the pace car. You guys are about to go green flag. Good luck.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy. Enjoy.
All right, guys, here we go.
Looks like Ray opted for the low line to restart here.
Well, I think he's seen what Klaus was able to do with it right there in the beginning.
Very good point.
But it's also the downside too, right? Because you start taking that low line there in the beginning, you burn your tires faster than everybody else. I'd have stayed high.
Yeah, especially for this end part. I'd want to be high the entire time. I'm not even worried about position. I'm just riding that top side the whole time until I run out of gas.
Right.
But here we go. Geico restart zone. Raymond Hanneman up front. Jumping on the restart.
How many sets of tires do we got left?
I would say they probably have like 3 sets left.
Oh, okay. So they're definitely going to have to swap them out when they do that under green pit.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a couple green stops. If not 3. We've already seen so much action in the first half of this race that it's been astounding. Nah, we'll definitely probably see 2 at least. Hanneman does maintain that lead up front. He was able to take that top side away. Coonan right behind him though. Racing in. I think the Omen is now passed and these guys are getting it together. This is, like I said, the last stretch of the race right here. You got a couple green flag stops in front of them. Now it's time to lock in and focus and make sure that you finish this race.
Absolutely. You're going to see pit strategies hopefully come into play.
Coonan sideways. 2 others sideways. We got a caution. Looks like Coonan had gotten slid out, and then something happened to McMillan.
Joe didn't get collected.
Oh, it just looked like the 68 just turned right down into the 66. It looked like he was trying to avoid something up front. He probably thought he seen something going on up front.
It looks like Coonan and Hanneman were racing it hard. They caught the door and it got, I guess Coonan come up into him. It looked like it got him loose, and then that probably scared everyone in the back.
That was between Coonan and Hanneman?
Correct, yeah.
So caution actually came out for the 68 and the 66. Each other coming out of the turn there. Coonan was able to save that.
And it does look like Coonan is the one that came up with it. He wasn't trying to release the gas on that, and unfortunately he took the spin.
Yeah, that's something that'll scare a pack, and behind that definitely will make you check up. And that's probably what happened.
We had a small accordion effect right there with Rom 84 in the 3. Hopefully nobody took any damage from that.
The real question is who's going to stop and grab just that little squirt of fuel?
Well, in that, in all honesty, if you're in the back, it ain't going to hurt. Every time I find myself more towards the back, I'm always going to go in for the fuel because you never know what's going to happen. And I have won several races by doing that.
Yeah, it looks like everybody in the back of the pack actually did pop in there real quick just to get that little bit. That could be the difference between a good jump, it's pitting under green. If this runs caution free the rest of the race, that pin under green, that little bit of fuel right there might put you onto a spot where you're fighting for the top spots at the end.
Well, let's go ahead and pull up the 66 and see what he has to say. So we got the 66 up in the booth. Jamie, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, buddy. Obviously, you've seen what's going on out there. It looked like the 68 was trying to avoid something that was happening up front. Unfortunate to see that, but did you incur a whole bunch of damage, or how's your car looking?
I got
20 or 25 seconds. I don't know if he came up or I came down, but I'm going to claim it. Yeah, I mean, this race is a little crazy right now, so I don't know what's going on. It's driving like a super speedway, and everybody's kind of all over the place.
What happened was Coonan had gotten loose. Hanneman and Coonan had gotten into it a little bit. Coonan had gotten loose. He seen that smoke up front and thought he was going to avoid a crash into the wall, but the smoke he was seeing was from Coonan going down low, and it looked like he was just trying to avoid a crash and didn't even notice you were down there.
Yeah, well, like I said, I haven't looked at it, but it's not going to hurt me, so I'm just going to claim it, because like I said, I feel like I came up too, so we'll see what happens. But
again, you guys are all racing really hard out there. This has been one of the best, most exciting races we've seen in the booth yet, so good luck out there, man. I really think that luck is on your side tonight.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. We'll see you out there. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the lights are off that pace car once again. We are going to go green flag racing with the 85 on the outside, inside, and the 33 on the outside. And now it looks like the 23 was able to get back into that 5th position. We'll see how much more heat comes out of this tonight.
I'm going to have to drop out the broadcast boost, but I am going to watch the rest of the race. Good luck to the winners, and good luck to everybody out there. Good luck, Joe. Hopefully he's in the top 5. You guys have a good night. I'll be watching the race, but I have to turn out here.
Well, always good to see you, Eric. Stop by anytime. We miss you.
Have a good one, buddy.
You too.
That was Eric, the number 7, dropping in the booth for a little bit. Was getting his nose cut off by the number 12 of Fontaine, getting a little loose right there. Fontaine jumping in front of Lynch, and then back out in front of Coonan, trying to fix his line.
You gotta wonder if Wesley is thinking about last week while he's racing this race as well. I'm gonna be anxious to see how aggressive he's gonna be going forward in this. Hopefully.
23 diving low on Bryce Fontaine. That's not revenge, I see.
These fellas are putting some rubber to the road, and they are not playing, that's for sure. This is a blast to watch.
Coonan drops back a little bit. He's now got Whitehead on his outside, also a little bit of heat between those guys. As they keep it clean, good job to them coming around the track for 3 and 4. In all honesty, it goes to show no matter how much is going on the track or off the track, these guys are still going to be professional.
Absolutely. They're professional, but they do it in a way that puts on a great race, I guess you could say. And they do it, they can put their bumper to each other without causing mass hysteria, you know what I mean? So it's fun to watch the aggressive nature of this race. Aggressive but respectful is, I guess, the right way to put it.
Oh, absolutely. Able to maintain that side-by-side position, 3 wide, 12, 84 in the 23, pushing hard in the 3 and
That 84 always finds his way back, doesn't it?
Oh, man. Right now, 3 street limit drivers up there taking it for 1, 2, 3. They're hoping that's where they finish this race, I'm sure. As we still might. Pit stop here soon. Oh, the 23 into the 12 a little bit. He's going to have to be careful not to cause too much damage late run in that car. Because if he can't pit to get anything fixed, he's going to start falling back pretty fast.
Looks like they're pretty much all getting in a line. Everyone's just looking for their opportunity to make that pass. It's like they're lining up on the straights and then looking to cut low on the turns.
23 up in front of the 84. Slide job back up behind the 33 now. He's going to be pushed out of line, jumping down low, side by side with the 33. Got enough speed to get up beside the 85.
What a run.
That was crazy. 85 gives him a tap. These guys are racing hard. Wide for second place. Wide for third place.
Someone's looking to make it 4.
4 wide for third place. Wow. 23 tapping the 12 again a little bit. Wilson still down low. Pressure on the 85 from the 84. 23 still not giving up on the side of the 33. Now dropping back a little to that 4 spot. Going to be resting in a little bit. The number 4 up in the top 5 today.
He's back. He's back. Are they thinking of right now at street limit with those 3 up front for green flag stop?
I know what strategy they got. Stay in front of Kuhn. That's about it.
He's bringing the pressure for sure. And then Kuhn is getting pressure by 4. He's bringing it.
Yeah, Barrow is out there to win. He's not playing games tonight. With only 30 laps to go, we're about to see what it's all about here in the second race of the playoffs. 23 down into the 4 a little bit. Looks like they're about 4 wide. Klaus going outside the white line. '84 looking low on the 85, jumping back behind him again. The street limit drivers, their plan is to not. Oh, in the 4 now up in the 4th spot, passing Royce Fontaine and Kunin.
Kunin's around. Kunin's around.
You don't need to put Kunin in the wall like that. What?
So it looks like it involved the 12, 76, and 23. Oh, I hear some chatter.
Definitely.
I had to come back.
Yeah, did you? They are racing really hard. It looks like. It looks like the 23 came down a little bit on the 12, but I can't really tell.
High and nose. It was not clear. It looked like it did. He did come down off that wall.
The 23 did, right?
On the 12, yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought I seen. But again, it's not for me to determine. I'm pretty sure Race Control's got a pretty good gist of what happened.
For sure.
But we're gonna go ahead and just watch it one more time.
Kind of looks like he lost the fender when he hit that wall, so hopefully his fast repair ain't gone. Right, yeah.
Hit that 76 pretty hard. The 23 of Coonan gonna definitely have some damage there. I don't know if that's gonna be his fast repair or if he's already used it. But here they come down into the pit. Oh, it really was. And I think that may take away our green flag pit stop, but I don't think it will. These guys still got 27. I don't know. They might just barely make it on gas if they decide to go all the way.
Come on, Joe. Quick stop. Get out of that pit. Go,
Wilson with a little trouble getting into his pit. Having
to
back up.
Look at 4. Out in front.
No.
4's out.
Let's go,
there
baby.
we go. Let's go, Joe.
As they trickle out of the pits, we still got a couple drivers that were left inside the pit from that last stop. Looks like Brom, Wilson, and Menchaca. Now Logan and Menchaca are the only ones. As we have it, Joe Barrow comes out of the pits in the lead.
I had to come back. I seen him jump up to 4th, and I said, "Well."
You son of like, oh, my pick.
I just got done saying, I hope he jumps up into the top 5. I'd like to see it happen. And then, as soon as I leave the chat, I hear you say, "Yep, thanks, Eric, from the number 7 car. Always a pleasure to have you." And then, boom, then we start talking. There's Joe in 7th place, up to 4th, like within seconds.
Well, and as we know, Joe is a slick restart. He has some kind of weird way of pulling ahead, and I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing his restart.
Yeah, I remember me and him used to run some races, and we knew the right time to get going. And we used to always try and beat each other when it was me and him side by side, door to door. I told him, we're teammates first. Well, we're here to race first, teammates second. So it was always an interesting restart with me and him.
Well, and that was before you guys even were NPC drivers.
Yeah, that was back when we ran the Crimson Devils.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hard team to beat, I'll tell you. That's he took 2 championships under that title.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud of him.
All right, lights are off the pace car, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get back to Michigan. 4 on the inside, 85 on the outside. 84 is behind him.
Sideline.
I know. This is going to be exciting, boys. Here we go. Coming around, hopefully for the last time tonight. 26 laps to go. Let's see if they got enough fuel to take it home. Coming to the Geico restart zone right now. Here we go, Joe. And there he goes.
Nice jump.
Definitely got a great restart. These guys are cooking. He's got those white. Oh, and the 12 got turned by the 33.
Oh, wow.
And we have another yellow flag.
He's going to be able to hold the lead for a couple more laps now.
And imagine what that does for fuel. That's really going to make it tight.
Oh yeah, there is no more stopping under green now. Now with that caution.
Oh, it looks like the 12 got up into the wall a little bit and then tried to come out of it. Unfortunately, caught the fender of the 33 and went around. It doesn't look like he got any damage, though.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times tonight where that wall's upsetting these cars when they're side by side, and I mean, it's tough to gather up.
We're going to go ahead and talk to the number 12, get in his head and see what's going on. So we got the number 12 up in the booth right now. 12, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Fontaine, we've seen a couple unfortunate incidents. That last one right there just touched that wall a little bit, tried to get out of that wall and came down into the 33 a little bit. A few laps before that had gotten into the 12. Not really fully sure what happened in that one. I'm sure Race Control knows more about it, but just picking your brain and seeing what's going on out there. A lot of hard racing and a lot of stress going on out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Oh.
You got a copy?
Yep, copy.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, as far as the incident with Thomas, I mean, we're all racing hard, we're all side drafting. I mean, I pulled up the broadcast and watched it. I'm actively going down the track trying to stay off of him, and he just wasn't clear, and self-cleared himself on my nose. I mean, I hate it for him, but I know he's been racing aggressive and kind of part of it. As far as that last caution, I really don't know what happened. I don't know if we kind of just met in the middle, or, I mean, the car just, it was a hard left. I had no time at all to even save it, so I'm not really sure what happened. I know it wasn't anything malicious.
No.
Yeah, just car went left, and luckily I kept it clean and saved it, but yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there, to be honest.
Yeah, luckily all it did was bring out the caution. Nobody took any damage from it, so you're going to be able to get back out there and race for the win, so we look forward to seeing it. Did you actually take any damage at all?
No, stayed clean, didn't hit anything, so all good on that front. Just try to work our way back up to the front once again.
And once again, I'm sure we will see you up there quite quickly.
That's the plan.
All right, Fontaine, thank you so much for coming up to the booth. We'll see you out there in the winter circle.
Awesome, thank you, bud.
It looks like 33 took that, and he's moving to the rear.
Definitely looked to me like it was Fontaine that actually came down into him, because it looked like to me he got into the wall a little bit, but again, that's not for me to say.
Yeah, it's you know, you can definitely, I mean, if you glance that wall, man, it upsets the car so much, especially in these. I mean, the littlest touch can upset them. That's why I'm terrible at them right now. I gotta give them more time.
Yeah, they're well, and the main thing I keep hearing from people is the power steering, right? So as you see Barrow out there with them white rims, it's supposedly an iRacing secret to go out with white rims. It cools your tires off, right, guys?
That's the one thing I noticed about his paint, the white rims. You don't see that very much anymore, and that looks awesome.
Nah, I know Hanneman likes to run white rims as well. He gets laughed at for his superstition, but he believes in it wholeheartedly.
I'll have to ask him about that one.
He does. I swear to God, he will race white rims because his superstition is, well, and again, it may be true, in that it cools down the tires.
That's interesting. I'll have to ask him about that. I'm gonna have to test it now.
Hold on, let me go to Hanneman's car real quick. He is rocking black rims tonight, though, so. But here we go, back to the Greg Hill restart zone for the last time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 23 laps to go here at Michigan, 4 on the inside, 84 on the outside. Joe with the massive restart, definitely getting ahead of everybody else there, about 2 car lengths. Good job. He is going to be cutting in front of everybody, 85, 84, side by side.
Question is, who's going to be burning the rubber off? I'd imagine the 3 laps, you're definitely going to see some tire wear, especially racing hard to the finish.
Well, and I was about to say, the more time the 84 spends behind the 85, Joe is just going to keep getting away from them. Looks like he dove into that one a little bit, going to lose a bunch of speed off of that turn. But he's going to have that help of that 84 pushing him. Joe still able to maintain that lead. Number 3 of Haynes coming up behind them guys. I don't know, it just looks weird the way Hanneman's taking that line.
Yeah, Hanneman's taking a higher line.
It looks like he is going to regret that one right there.
He got a killer run off that corner.
Yeah, he did, actually. But it's still not enough to catch Joe Barrow.
No, he's on rails. Barrow is on rails. It's nice to see him get up there after all he's been through in this race. It's nice to see this.
85 right behind him now, looking on that outside. We know Barrow has late run in him. Oh, we got a caution. We got 2 vehicles around. And that's going to allow Barrow to get another restart. Nah, that wasn't the caution. Where is it? There it is. Number 9. Michael Boone. Let's go ahead and see what happened. Looked like... Here we go. Looks like the 9 just came up and unfortunately made contact with that right rear, or that left rear of that 35 of McCabe. Spun him right around. McCabe, let's see if he incurred any damage off any of the walls. This is a pretty wide track and it's pretty easy to keep it off the wall. And he does, so that is good news.
That was a really good save.
Yeah, it was, man. It really was.
Am I seeing something behind them as well? It looks like replay. 68.
Yeah, I thought I seen something going on with the 68. What happened back there? Let's go back and see if we can get a look at see what happened at this with the 68.
Yeah, it doesn't look like 33 had anywhere to go. He was already up on the wall, so.
Yeah, the 68, unfortunately, once he made that contact, he wasn't able, I'm sure he wasn't able to spin out of that. Once they got locked together, it's so hard to get them cars away from each other.
It is. That dreaded right hook.
That is going to be unfortunate for both of those drivers. I hope they didn't incur too much damage. That is one teammate that Barrow now does not have to worry about helping Hanneman get up in front of him, but he still has to worry about Harrison right behind him.
Harrison's always lurking right there for the pounce, that's for sure.
Well, and Haynes, he's right there with him, so Barrow does have a lot of competition.
Yeah, you want to, you know, if I'm Barrow, I would want to see those guys race each other extremely hard in my rearview mirror.
Well, all of them are in the playoffs, so they should be racing hard. And we're going back double wide. Lights are off that pace car. We're going to go green flag racing again here at Michigan with the number 4 taking the lead of the restart with the 85 on the outside. Pace car diving off the track. We're about to go green flag as they approach the Geico restart zone. Here we go, guys. We're back green flag racing. Barrow trying to get that jump again. Not as much as he got last time, but a little bit. He did get it.
It looks like Harrison got a really good jump behind him as well.
Yeah, Harrison was waiting. It looked like he evaluated when he did it last time. But Barrow able to maintain that front spot. Nicely done, nicely done. These guys are definitely giving it all they got tonight to see what they can do in the second playoff race. Like we've talked about, there's only 2 races to go. One is going to be a short track at New Hampshire, I believe. Is that
I
correct?
thought I heard that correctly.
Yeah, I thought I heard that too.
That should be next race.
Yeah, so New Hampshire's next race and then Atlanta. So it should be good racing no matter where it is, but those are some good tracks to be at. But that definitely shuffles up the cards a little bit. 3 wide, 68, 52, 32. Trying to chase down Klaus for that 9th spot. In the 85, bumping doors. Got the 3, just slammed into that outside wall pretty hard. He's going to lose some speed on that. 84, right up on the bumper of the number 4. He's going to give him a little bit of grace. I'm sure Barrow's concentration is just on maintaining them tires, not worried about what's behind him. I think he's got a good car out there, and I think he really has a chance to just keep that lead. But we got the 84 down low on Barrow now. Barrow coming out of that turn 1 and 2, still able to maintain that. Gets loose a little bit, comes out. That's going to give the 85 the advantage with the 94. 84 cutting down low. Barrow still maintaining that second position for Fontaine right there behind Barrow, trying to help him out a little bit. Fontaine helping Barrow get back up to the 85's doors. We have a race. 85 and the 4 side by side. Looks like the 85 may get a little bit of a lead on that one. If he does, he's able to maintain that first spot. 11 laps to go. 84 got dropped back a little bit. He's going to be back behind Haynes in front of Wilson at the moment. So he's not going to be able to help Hanneman if something's going wrong. Barrow is going to have the help he needs because I believe Fontaine may help, or Barr even. Barrow and Fontaine fighting for that position. Barrow down on the inside of the 85. Once again trying to take that lead. And he's still side by side.
He refuses to go away. This is awesome. And he gets the. He looks like he's going to possibly get the slide up here.
He takes it back. Oh, and another crash. What just happened back there? '94. Of Barr. No. Oh, it looks like a little bit of net code. They didn't actually make full contact, but the 84 did come up and get into the 94.
Oh yeah, they definitely net code there. That's for sure.
Looks like the 84 probably got the brunt of the damage going back up into that outside wall there.
And then he got a secondary hit from another car. Wow.
Well, do you guys think we're gonna see these guys come back down into the pits? Any of the leaders or anything? They probably should. They got 9 laps to go, and we do. Hanneman deciding to stay out with the number 3.
The battle of older tires and fresh tires right here.
I don't think the tires are too bad just yet. Too many cautions.
Yeah.
I think they should have stayed out. I think all of them should have stayed out.
Well, and if Barrow did it, he noticed time loss already. Is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he already noticed the time loss on the tires. And I guarantee you they've already lost at least 1 second on those tires.
Well, it's a long way to the front with 6-7 laps to go, whatever it ends up being. I think there's going to be about 6 laps left. That's a long distance. That's a long distance. I mean, Fontaine did pit with him. I mean, hopefully Fontaine and him can work together and get back up to the front. And then, we're going to have a completely different race if that happens.
Well, let's see if those fresh tires are going to be good enough. We have faith. That put Barrow back in 12th behind Fontaine in 11th. Hanneman's going to restart this race with Haynes on his outside, Logan on his inside.
Lynch is back up to 6 from everyone. It looks like some pitting. I'm wondering if he had his factor repair on that last incident.
That is super possible. He's also going to be back there with Coonan, so we may see a little bit of hard racing there. Like I said, with all the heat on the track and all the aggression we have, everybody's keeping their cool. Everybody's being respectful as possible, and I appreciate the racing they're doing out there right now.
Absolutely, it's been firm but fair, is how I see it, and this is what it's all about.
Jesus, 6 to go. That's scary.
Yeah, 6 to go.
You thought the aggression up to this point was minimal.
Yeah, well.
Wait till these last 6 laps get thrown in there.
I still got faith. I still think he can do it.
Well, I mean, he lost 10 spots on that pit, so I hope those fresh tires are worth it. Let's see what he does on this restart here. 2 seconds. Roughly about 2 seconds back on the lead.
Yeah, Yeah, that pace car is about to drop off, and we're about to see explosions on the track.
Yeah, and he's lined up right with Fontaine, so I mean, those two could definitely work together and get right back up there.
Klaus Brahm and Menchaca right there as well. They need to regroup.
Yeah, they need to tighten up that line.
Yeah, they need to tighten up big time.
Looks like Joe's trying to give them some incentive back there.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like they're still gapped up. At number 9, he's going to get a penalty if he doesn't get up there. Of course, that fucks everybody's restart up. Oh.
Wow. And went out to a big jump. All because everybody bunched up together.
Well, I think race control is probably going to have to go back and look at that.
Looks like Joe has found Fontaine, and they are working together.
That is good to hear. We are excited to see them push their way back up to the front of the track.
Oh, looks like Joe may have lost it. Fontaine's moving on his own.
Looks like we only have 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, in this race. So we are about to buckle down. These guys are going to lock in, and hopefully we can get a really exciting finish here at Michigan.
Fuck, that lead Hanneman's got right now is just bananas.
It's a lot of distance to make up the second quarter for the guys behind them.
We got people rubbing back there.
Oh, and we got somebody around. Looks like Campbell went around. This might be a bad one. Yeah, this involved a lot of drivers, guys. They were 4 wide trying to push it 5 wide in the back.
God.
So as they go in to do that, looks like the 52 came up. 76 came down into the 11. The 11 got sideways. And then the 52 a little bit into the 76. 76 comes back down into him. Into the 12. Collecting a couple other drivers. No. It looks like the 9 avoided it. Oh, the 9 into the outside wall. Oh, man, he took a lot of damage. 11 getting hit right there.
No,
wow.
Joe. No.
Wow, that was
33. I don't know how he made that and held that.
I have no idea. Looks like Jay Barr had jumped to the pits. We're going to go ahead and watch that at full speed. Coming back to another restart here with 3 laps to go. Oh my goodness. Anything could happen in this last part of this race right now. That's go ahead.
Barrow must have made it through. He's back there in 8th.
Definitely one of the most eventful races of the season, I will tell you that. Now we have Coonan back up front towards the 85. they're going to be racing pretty aggressive to take that win. They're both fighting for positions on the leaderboard right now for the championship, so they're both going to be out there fighting hard for points. Haynes being 85's partner, or teammate, I'm wondering how he's going to help him avoid losing a spot to Coonan. Lynch back up front as well in that 4th position.
I don't know if I'm prepared for what's about to happen, but it's going to happen.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of rubbing.
I got a feeling I'm going to lose some sleep tonight. Here we go. Lights are off that pace car.
Let's hope the restart is a bit better and everybody's nice and buttoned up. Looks like Fontaine and Barrow are going to be back together again. Sitting in the 6th and 8th spot.
Notice Ray took the outside this time.
From Hanneman. And I will say this, watching this race tonight, if anybody can pull Barrow back to the front, it'll definitely be Fontaine.
Well, and now he definitely has a position to be able to do that in that 7th spot. He might be able to gain a little bit off of those new tires. Whitehead also went down too, and he's going to be right next to him. So we're about to see this finish out. Should be the last restart we see tonight. 2 laps to go. This is not a green-white checkered, so this could mean anything. We have a bunch of playoff drivers up in the front. And a bunch in the back. Here we go, green flag's out, 85 gets a good jump with the 33 behind him, 12, Fontaine right behind the 33. 3 down low with the 23 behind him. Hopefully Coonan can go ahead and push the 3 up a little bit. Whitehead getting stuck behind that bottom line. Barrow now jumping down low as well. Ellswick now poking his head into the top 5 tonight. Getting into the 3 a little bit, coming out of that turn, taking that 4 spot away. Oh, we got 3 cars down low all the way to the bottom of the track. And we have another caution.
Oh my God!
What caused that for them to go that low? That was insane. Almost passing the grass. Oh wow!
We're about to find out right now. I'm gonna watch this from a different view. We're gonna go right there.
Looks like Barrow made it out clean on that.
Yeah. It looks like Coonan up into Barrow, and then that collected Whitehead as well. But Barrow looks like he came out unscathed. Looks like most of them came out unscathed. Barrow with the nice recovery. Kudos to him on that. Able to maintain another position on the restart. Whitehead turns Coonan around. That might be a problem. Let's go back and watch that real quick. Oh yeah, I don't think Whitehead did that on purpose.
No, it looks like he was trying to adjust for the infield there.
That is the contact I did not want to see tonight.
Oh no, Klaus got collected in that.
He did.
Doesn't look like he took much damage though. But it looks like that's Kunin's nut. Looks like he quick trip to the pits.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he did jump to the pit. Oh no. Yeah, that is going to be unfortunate right there. I'm sure he's going to be not happy about it.
Yeah.
But again, I can't say, I don't know. I would have to let race control deal with that because I can't see, I didn't see inside the car. I don't have the full view of everything that race control can see. So we'll leave it up to them to make a final decision on what happened there. But there's definitely going to be a secondary involved, I can guarantee it.
Shout out to Race Control tonight. They've been rather busy.
Barrow now up into that 6th position. Hopefully he didn't incur too much damage so he can get up into that top spot, hopefully. But we see right now Hanneman is fighting his way to the top and is planning to stay there. Lynch right there on his outside. Fontaine is going to be behind Hanneman right now, and Ellswick is going to follow up. Looks like Brahm has a little bit of damage on that front end. I don't know if he's going to be able to maintain speed on that. I'm a little scared to see what post-race venting is going to look like after this race. I woke up one morning.
Ready.
Yeah, I woke up one morning. There was 84 new messages after a race. I was like, oh god. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace cars off for the last time. Hopefully tonight. 3 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Random and Hanneman up front. Lynch on his outside. Let's see who's gonna go home with the checkered flag. Fontaine with the bump on Hanneman again. 33 holding on to it door to door with the 12. It doesn't look like Hanneman got too much of a jump with Fontaine right behind him.
Looks like Fontaine's already got a plan to move under. Oh, 76 got loose.
Race for our drivers. Looks like they're going to be coming to the white flag here in a moment. Let's hope that they can actually take that white flag and go to the checkered. Here we go to the checkered flag. Last lap here at Michigan. Hanneman still out front right at the moment. Here we go to the last set of turns. 33 on the inside of the 85. 12 down low. 3 wide for the lead. Here we go. Oh, contact made. Who is it? It's Fontaine. Takes the win here at Michigan.
Wow.
That was a crazy finish. I think the contact definitely slowed him down.
For sure, but that finish right there, I would have expected nothing less. That was fantastic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with our laps here at Michigan. We're going to go ahead and gather our drivers for our interviews. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Baby.
Fontaine, Hanneman, Lynch.
That was awesome. It's hold real tight. I got to go.
All right, guys, we're back for our driver interviews here at Michigan. Fontaine, once again, takes the checkered flag here at GEC, this time at one of the most important tracks of the year, Michigan. Fontaine, what's going through your head tonight?
I need a pass to Disney for the roller coaster of a race that I had tonight, from the front to the back to the front to the back. Yeah. Hell of a race though, man. It was awesome getting to race with the Street Limit guys, and I mean really everybody. You could definitely tell the intensity that was in the air tonight. No room given really hardly anywhere. We were all battling for every ounce of real estate we could get out there on the track, and I had a blast tonight. Got caught up in a couple more things than I would have liked to, but nonetheless, we get it done here again, back to back. Feels good.
No, you guys did an amazing job out there tonight. Good work on everybody's behalf for keeping it as clean as possible. There were a few incidents out on the track, but man, you guys really, really did a hell of a job of giving us a great show up here in the booth.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch that to see all the chaos. I mean, again, as I mentioned earlier when you guys brought me in, I mean, there was 3 wide, 4 wide, offset 5. I mean, again, it was just wherever there's open track, get it. I mean, especially at a place like Michigan where clean air is so important. I mean, you really got to try to just put your nose wherever there's clean air and hope to God that the car sticks. And yeah, I mean, again, a pretty good amount of cautions tonight, but I think that's kind of to be expected with the kind of racing that Michigan brings. So.
Well, either way, you guys, like I said, put on a hell of a show. Thank you guys for coming out. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, of course. Want to give a shout out to my wife as always for allowing me to put the time into the sim that I get to. Thanks to all the guys over at Street Limit for kind of letting me tag along with them and hang out in their calls. I really appreciate it. It makes racing by yourself is not fun. So getting to race with a good group of guys like them, it's fun to be a part of. Shout out to Colby and all the guys over at Eternal Racing, Ray included, for all their support this season. Again, got a lot of big things planned. EternalRacing.com. You can get you some good merch, and props to you guys. Thanks to you guys for the league and all you guys do for us. And you know, being up there and calling all the action, I do it myself, and I know how hard it can be. So just thank you guys for everything you do. And yeah, man, I'm enjoying my time here so far.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for coming out and just putting your talents to the test, man. A lot of these guys are great drivers, and I'm sure there were doubts going from the back to the front to the back to the front.
Yeah, real quick. I mean, me and Ray were talking about it. The tire call there at the end, I think, kind of saved me. We were all kind of jockeying what we wanted to do there on that last yellow before the green-white checker, not the one that Harrison got involved in. But yeah, Ray was asking me what he should do, and I'm like, dude, I'm not the one racing for a championship. I'm not telling you what to do. Said I have nothing to lose. I'm going for tires, and luckily it paid off. But really quick too, I want to shout out Lynch and Hanneman as well. I mean, we all kept it clean there on that finish. Dustin up there as well. That was a hell of a finish, and yeah, I won't take up any more time, but that was an absolute blast.
Nah, great job, Fontaine. Thank you so much for being here. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to our second place driver, our previous season champion, Raymond Hanneman, coming out for a second place position in the playoffs for the second race. Unfortunately, the first race didn't go your way, but you came out and put on a show for this one. How's it feel, and what's going through your head?
It feels pretty good. I mean, I think I ran a pretty good race tonight. That clean air definitely worked in my favor tonight, and sucks I wasn't able to close it out and get that P1, but happy that, you know, top 2, 3, 4 is Street Limits. We got Bryce Fontaine in P1 and Ellswick Whitehead right behind. So I mean, a lot of great drivers out here. It's definitely hard to keep the tires under you at a track like this when everyone's kind of pushing, especially during the stages. Everyone was kind of really diving deep there in the turns and whatnot. So to keep a car clean, not have to use the fast repair, only gathering 12 seconds of damage this race, I'm walking out of here pretty happy to have a clean car.
Nice. Well, and again, always a pleasure to see you out on the track. Hopefully you get another trophy this year, yeah?
I can't count it too soon. It's still, we got Pocono coming up, we got New Hampshire coming up, and Atlanta's, well, I might as well go to the casino and gamble on red if I'm going to win that one. So Definitely a lot of races coming up and a lot of talented drivers in here, and I know everyone's going to be a lot more elbows out these next 100 races than we like to hope. But keep a clean car, and we'll be good to go.
Well, thank you so much for coming out and giving us all the great show that you guys put on tonight. You guys did a great job. Thank you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, I gotta thank all the guys over at Street Limit. All the drivers, Lynch, Gallman for coming in here and broadcasting tonight as well. Dusty, Harrison, Menchaca, all the management staff and all the fans. Tash, who came over tonight to watch the race in person as well, so that's pretty cool. I gotta thank all you guys for always broadcasting and whatnot, and all the competitors. I gotta thank Bryce for coming over and having some fun. I know he's got a busy schedule too, so I gotta thank the guys over at Eternal Racing. They got some cool stuff coming on this year, and I'm excited to see what happens for the next couple seasons in iRacing they got going on. I gotta thank Laughing Llama Raps. I gotta thank 511 Race Raps for awesome cinematography. I think I said everything. I think that's it.
No, you're good. Thank you so much, Hanneman, for coming out, buddy, and great job.
Awesome. Thanks, Griffin.
Bait and tackle shop. The bait and tackle shop. In the pharmacy.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our third place driver, Wesley Lynch, coming out there for another podium. Lynch, what's going through your mind for this race? This race was pretty crazy, man. There was a lot of stress out on the track. You went a little bit from the back to the front as well. What's going through your mind?
So I mean, I don't know, man. I'm still kind of just like, wow, over the race. Overall, the strategy throughout the race, it was pretty ideal. Being able to, I think we took rights at one point, and then we ended up taking fours at one point, and just open air draft. It was hard to, navigate through some of the chaos that was going on, but there was a lot of, I would say, door banging and pushing and shoving, which makes it interesting and exciting for the fans to watch.
No, you guys, there was a lot of door banging out there. In the beginning of the race, you guys were 3 wide, 3 deep for first, second, and third. I mean, you guys were pushing so hard tonight, and it provided one of the best shows that we've seen all season.
Yeah, man. I think at one point in the race, we was also all talking about how good of a race that everybody was running, and all that. It was good to see some of the names that usually don't run up front get up there and get it in the mix and do some tight racing. So it was really a good race tonight.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you out there and see you perform out on the track, and we appreciate everything that you do. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, man. Same as everybody else. My wife, everybody that tuned into the race, the guys at Street Limit. It seems like it's getting the competition's getting real high. There's a lot of strategy that goes into a lot of teamwork, and right here at the end of the race, it's kind of do I take my gloves off? We're all kind of fighting for a championship at the same time. So it was really cool to be able to get real close with each other and race like we did at the end, keep it clean, and still get a pretty solid finish. I mean, if I could have stuck my tongue out, I'm pretty sure I could have beat Ray.
Awesome. You're not. You guys were so close right there at the end. Made it really exciting for the finish.
That was awesome, man.
Well,
appreciate Laughing Llama Raps, Walt, my VDRM brothers. My dad tuned in tonight to watch the race. Also, my brothers, and I think a few other guys have tuned in. But appreciate you guys putting this on, and looking forward to see how the playoffs fan out towards the end of the season. So looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again, Lynch, and great race, buddy.
Yeah, man, thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have here tonight for GEC NASCAR here at Michigan. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And all those interviews were not recorded. That's awesome. Yep, I swear to God.
I'll run that shit back. Let's do it.
Yep, we're gonna do that. That's insane. Yep.
I don't know where Lynch went.
Lynch, yeah, go find. So again, I apologize. It looks like the drivers were actually not on live chat. We're gonna go ahead and allow Bryce to explain his experience out on the track tonight, and then we'll get out of here with the rest of the drivers as well.
Yeah, I felt like I was at Disneyland, as I mentioned. I mean, up and down all night, from the front to the back, to the back to the front, and then back to the back again. Sound like a Logic song back here, but yeah, man, it was fun. I mean, playoff racing here at Michigan, the draft kind of keeps the racing a lot more close than, usual. So the draft kind of helps keep everybody together, and a lot of tension going on in the league. There's a lot of people that are really battling hard for championships and for points. So not a lot of room really out there. I mean, guys were just looking for any amount of real estate that they could get, and it showed tonight. I mean, a little bit more yellows than I think we really all expected, but that's just kind of a product of how this track races, and again, how hard everybody's racing each other. No love lost, no extra room given, so it's all part of it. But it's a blast. I love being in here and being able to race with these guys, and I want to just say, shout out to Ray and all the guys at Street Limit for kind of welcome me in. I know I'm not technically on the team, but it's a lot nicer to be racing with a group of guys than it is just racing by yourself. So thank you to all of them for letting me hang out with them. It was a hell of a battle right there at the end with me, Hanneman, and Lynch there for those last green, white checker laps. That was a ballsy move that I made, and luckily it worked out. And I mean, it just is another testament, like I said last week. I mean, 2-3 wide passes there on the last laps, the last 2 weeks. It just goes to show the amount of talent that's really in here. So it's been a blast being able to run with these guys and be a part of this. And thanks to everybody for in the league for racing. Thanks for you guys putting it on and letting us be a part of it and broadcasting. We appreciate it. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to Colby and all the guys over at Eternal. We got a lot of things planned for the upcoming season, so I'm looking forward to that. EternalRacing.com. You can get yourself some good merch. And other than that, yeah, thanks for welcoming me in and letting me be a part of this. I love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming out here and again putting on a hell of a show. They already heard me talk. Let's let you guys talk. I'm going to go ahead and thank you again for the win and congratulations. We're going to go ahead and go to our second place driver, Hanneman. What's going through your head with the playoffs? And tell us what you're thinking about tonight's race.
I mean, tonight kind of showed all the drivers how kind of aggressive we can really all drive. Definitely, it was a hard race nonetheless. It was clean. It was very door bangy like, and elbows were out, but everyone tried to keep it clean underneath them. But other than that, I think that's just a showcase of how this is going to just show off the next couple of races. We got New Hampshire coming up. We got Pocono, Atlanta, that's more of like a casino hit right there at Atlanta, just because of the super speedway like track. But Pocono and New Hampshire, it's you're gonna see a lot more side by side, a lot more drafting, and definitely gonna see who can stay on top, who can keep the tires underneath them, and who can keep their nose clean the longest. I've been saying it since Daytona, putting in the practice and proving that you deserve to be up there, and it shows every week the drivers that are up there. So.
Well, you did a great job tonight. Thank you again, once again, a previous champion here in GEC. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I think the guys over at Street Limit, all the drivers. I think we all got top 10 tonight, which is pretty cool. I got to thank Laughing Llama Wraps. Walt's been on amazing paints all season for us, even last season. So appreciate him. I got to thank Gallman for coming out here because he's out here broadcasting with you guys. I got to thank all the broadcasters. I got to thank Tash for coming over and watching the race and supporting week in, week out, and thank my mom as well for all that. And I got to thank the guys over at Eternal Racing, Colby, and everyone on the back end side of things on there, and also Bryce for coming out and spending his time, because I know he's got a busy schedule himself. And other than that, I'm 511 Racing Wraps. Thank you for all the work that you guys do, and hopefully back at it again next week.
Thank you so much for all the effort you guys came and put out. It made for a great show. We'll go ahead and then move on to our third place driver. Again, sorry, the interviews didn't get recorded. I apologize. But Lynch, what are your thoughts about tonight's race and moving forward into the playoffs?
Man, that was crazy. Moving forward into the playoffs, it's going to be tough. There's a lot of excitement tonight. A lot of door banging, a lot of pushing and shoving. So it's going to be it's gonna be tough, I think, going into the playoffs. But we're real tight, I think, up in the points, and we'll have to see how it plays out. I'm not even sure where we go next. So.
Well, we're going to New Hampshire next, so it's going to be a crazy race.
Oh Lord!
Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, man. I'll give a shout out to the guys over at Street Limit, and shout out to Laughing Llama Wraps for putting a good paint scheme on these cars each and every week. They look really good on the broadcast. So huge shout out to Walt, my BDRM brothers. I think my pops tuned in tonight. Whoever, the fans, you guys for putting this on. It was an amazing race. I look forward to moving forward into the playoffs.
Well, thank you again so much, Lynch. You are always a spectacle to see on the track, man, and we look forward to seeing you maybe possibly win a championship this year.
Yeah, man. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it plays out.
All right, buddy. Thank you, guys. Awesome race. All right, everybody. That's it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. GEC NASCAR. We'll see you next time.
It's all good, big dog.
Good.
It's all good. I seen the message and I'm like, what did I do?
It's part of it sometimes, man.
That was definitely a ruler.
Yeah, dude, I don't think I've sweated so much in a race.
I know, I was sweating my ass off. I fucked up on the restart because I got tight as fuck. I've never been that tight before going up a track like that. I couldn't throttle out of it, and I couldn't brake to stop it from sliding up that track like that. I couldn't stop it at all. I went from the bottom all the way almost to the outside wall. It fucked me. It was that dirty air. I kept coming across. I kept going high, and then as soon as they'd get a run on the inside, I kept diving down and I'd come across their nose, and it would just kill everything they had.